The Federal Reserve, the mainstream media, they continue to propagate this message that everything is fine in the economy. It is a green light. It is go. It is ready for you to buy up all those stocks, put all of your real assets away. You need to buy into this market. Everything is just fine. In fact, the Federal Reserve keeps the faith in recovery, bumps up the expected rate hike path. They're saying everything is just fine. Keep your money in. Well, that is not the reality of the situation. That's what I do here at the Money GPS. I bring you the truth, and the truth is that 11 million people for the first time have exceeded on this right here. Disability beneficiaries top 11 million for the first time. That is an extreme number. It's alarming to me. I hope it's alarming to you, because this means that other people have to pick up the slack for these disabled people. Now, of course, undoubtedly, there are legitimate people who need this money. I totally understand. However, this is being abused. It is a well-known fact that all of these government subsidies, socialized healthcare, and all of these things are being abused. And that means money socialized and moved apart from the middle class and being given to everyone who needs it or wants it. Right here, this is just showing you this graph, practically a straight line upwards, showing you an increase year over year of people needing this disability claims here. And this is right from the SSA.gov, the official numbers, showing you once again a practically straight line up, an increase the beneficiaries year over year. This is just showing you here that the population of Cuba is practically the same as the amount of disabilities in the US. In fact, there's actually more people claiming disability than there are in certain countries like Greece, Portugal, Tunisia. So it's extreme. It's really an exaggerated number, with 9 million disabled workers, 153,000 spouses of disabled workers, 2 million children of those disabled workers claiming that disability. I talked about this in my book, and it's interesting to note that I was talking here. I've always mentioned the statistic about now the nearly 50 million people on food stamps in the U.S. In my book, I said, quote, more than 40 million Americans. So this has really gone up significantly. And I also said right here at the bottom paragraph, close to 10 million Americans receive unemployment insurance, and these numbers have gone up as well. So everything continues to go up, but the real wealth of the citizens do not. That is the disparity. Now let me show you some government waste. There's a million different examples, but I just went to two. $100,000 study to count how many birds fly into the rebuilt Minnesota bridge. This is an extremely large waste of money. Now it's only 100,000, which doesn't seem like that much compared to the trillions that they're printing. However, it just goes to show you how much money they're wasting on really silly things. The studies that they do are absolutely ridiculous sometimes. What about the fact that the Obamas took a trip to Africa and spent $100 million for this trip? The amount of, all these holes they can patch up in the economy with $100 million, if it was actually funneled properly, could do so much work for this economy, whether that's in the US in this example here. And yet it's going to support the Obamas on their trip so they can have a great time in Africa. That's what I'm talking about, the government waste. When you expand the government to such a large size, it just becomes more and more wasteful. If you want more inside intel, you need to be an insider. That's where I can basically get you the real deep information. Now, if you want to know more, I did an interview with SGT Report. We talked about actually a bunch of this stuff, and it will be hopefully posted today, tonight. If you're on there, I suggest you go to the SGT YouTube channel and check it out, or at the sgtreport.com. Check that out. It was a great interview that we did, and I hope to see you all on there and your comments. And also, if you want to get on the insiders, that is at themoneygps.com. You scroll down to the bottom, fill in your email address. Take care.